delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this session, important session 2.2, which is impact of climate change. Climate change impact in mountain ecosystems, communities, and livelihood. So I welcome you, all of you, for this important sessions on climate change and its impact on communities and livelihoods. I'm sure many of you already like it because this is very important sessions for us. And let me introduce myself first, okay? I'm Devendra Gauchan. I'm currently serving as an honorary research fellow at a CGR center called Alliance of Bioversity International and International Center for Tropical Agriculture, which is based in Rome, Italy. It is an international agriculture research center called CIAT, Consultative Group of International Agriculture Research. It's a consortium. Well, and I'm also currently engaged as an adjunct professor at Tribhuvan University, Kathmandu, Nepal. So, and I'm very much happy and I'm thankful to Dr. Hazrat Arjment and also the Grassroots Institute for giving me this opportunity. And it is my honor and privilege to chair this important session. And I'm very much hopeful that all of you, the distinguished delegates, participants, the experts will very much like this session because climate change is a #1 problem that the global community is facing today. And mountain is no exception for this. And the impact of impact of climate change on mountain ecosystems and communities is very much severe as compared to lowlands or other ecosystems because of the unique ecology and geography of the mountains. And mountains are very much fragile and vulnerable to climate change impact. And some of already you are familiar, and we also had some brief background in the previous sessions how climate change impacted most of the higher elevation in the melting of the glaciers, increasing snow melts, and also increased incidents and events of the intense events of the precipitations and uncertainty of rainfall and drought, and that have caused severe damages to mountain the infrastructures and the livelihood of the mountain communities, as well as more to the downstream who depend on the water source and other resources from the mountain. As we all know that mountains provide more than 50% of the water source. We call it mountain as water towers. If the climate change impact, negative impact is increasing at the rate we have been observing in the last 1 or 2 decades, then in the future, in the next 2-3 decades, we will have a severe impact in terms of scarcity of water, and snow melting, avalanches, and causing a lot of disaster and damage, and also to the poverty and livelihood of the communities both in the mountains and the people in the lowland. So now I think this is the importance of climate change has been very much well known to many of you already. This session, therefore, we would like to learn more about the importance of the impact, importance of the impact and evidence, importance and evidence of the impact of the climate change on mountain ecosystem, biodiversity, wildlife, livelihood, and communities from our distinguished speakers, expert speakers. There are 4 expert speakers we have so far in the sessions, and also we will have also presentations, 4 presentations from our 4 countries. Yeah. Specifically from Bangladesh, India, Romania, and Ukraine. They will be providing us real field ground experience of the people's experiences, awareness, and adaptation mechanisms on climate change impact. So this is, I think this session will be very much important compared to many other sessions because we have been very much impacted from the climate change. So in this context, I'd like to be very much hopeful that this session will be very much useful and fruitful to all of us. And in this context, I would like to introduce our co-chair, Dr. Lesya Ilchenko-Syuyva, who is an associate professor and academic director from National University of Mohyla Academy, Ukraine. She will be facilitating, moderating overall these sessions for next, for overall the 4 presentations and case study presentations from 4 countries. And this, importantly, and her moderation will be very useful. And now I look forward to hearing from our distinguished delegates and presenters from the distinguished speakers and delegates. Now, shall I hand over to our co-chair, Dr. Lesya? Are you here? Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much, Dr. Devendra. And in my turn, I would like to thank for the Grassroots Institute for inviting me for co-chairing this session. A few words from my side. I am Dr. Lesya Ilchenko-Syuyva from the Andriy Meleshevych Kyiv-Mohyla School of Governance. We are involved in policy analysis in various spheres, and environmental policy is one of our priorities of the activity of our school. We do training and in-service training, as well as research activities. Probably that's all about myself. And if you don't mind, distinguished guests, I would like to pass the floor to our first speakers, our first lecturers, with the topic climate change and mountain ecosystems and communities.